My name is Franklin and Tonya. I'm a personal trainer. I'm self-employed, so I work with clients privately in their homes, and I also work with them online through my website, and that's ibodyfit.com. I live in Delray Beach, Florida. Yeah, my story is a little bit different, but I had always worked out or liked fitness or played sports when I was younger, and I actually had a different career before this. I was in the financial field, and I did a lot of 9-to-5 stuff. But after doing that, just for probably maybe 5 or 6 years or so, I decided to kind of do what I wanted to do. I heard this quote, and I think it is, if you love what you do, you'll never have to work again. And that kind of got me to think, and I thought, what do I like doing? What I always liked doing, and it was always something to do with fitness or sports. So kind of stumbled upon being a personal trainer, because in the gym, people always ask, hey, you look like you're in shape. What do I do to do this? How do I do this? Well, And I said, let me just try to make a living at this and try to help people get fit. My exercise program is kind of basic, and that might shock people a bit, but for me, the basics are always what gets you fit. In other words, there's a certain amount of time per week that you're supposed to do your cardio training, your strength training, and flexibility. And I stick to those guidelines along with a great nutrition plan, and that works for me. And it just comes off again the recommended weekly exercise plan, and that's basically the recommendations are for cardio training. It's 5 days a week for a minimum of 30 minutes. For strength training, it's a minimum of 2 times a week for about 30 minutes, and stretching is just pretty much every day. So what I do is I do obviously the cardio that you need. For 30 to 60 minutes a day, and I do weight training about 4 times a week, and I try to stretch almost every day. And it sounds boring, but it works for me. Kind of that other stuff, like either maybe whatever's hot today, like kettlebells or boot camps or whatever. I might do those for fun and stuff, but I just find that those basics have been around forever, and that's what really keeps people fit. I admire the people who people that work every day and are in shape, whether they work 9 to 5 or they're moms with kids that are busy all day or vice versa or whatever. I just admire people who that are not in the fitness industry, who work every day or have a job every day or family to take care of every day, yet they still find time to get in shape. Whether they're getting up at 4 o'clock to work out or they're working at 8 o'clock at night or they're doubling up on the weekends or whatever. I just admire people who are in great shape like that. They're running in 5Ks or triathlons, whatever. That's what I admire. I remember sitting on the beach saying, what am I going to do? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to be a personal trainer. And then I studied. Now, if you want to put down ACE, American Health on Exercise, that's who certified me. And if I do have questions, I call their headquarters up, and I work closely with them. My youngest client is 24, and my oldest one is 94. Fitness is for everybody. It's not just for a certain amount of people. It's for anybody. It's not just for someone who's overweight or under condition or whatever. You can gain flexibility and muscle and strength in your heart at any age, whether it's old or young. Yeah, my average client is probably from 30 to 50 years old, who has a family and has a full-time job. And kind of like what I admire, they either come to me early in the morning or late in the evening, after or before their crazy hectic days, and then they still work out. Most of my training is one-on-one, my in-person training. Okay. And I do have a lot of online clients. Once in a while, I'm in a small group, but I prefer one-on-one, just for the attention to the clients. They get your full attention. I probably work with 15 to 20 different people a week, and 40 hours a week, probably, spread over 6 days a week. Again, I kind of stick with what I do for myself because I just find that it works. So I sort of stay away from fancy fad type of things, and I do basic training catered to them. So in other words, we talked about the basic training things like cardio and strength training and flexibility. So if someone, for example, cardio hates to run, then I won't have them run. I'll do some dumb stuff with them. I still get the heart rate up. Basically, anything that elevates your heart rate can be cardio, whether it's outside, playing something like a sport, like basketball or football or something. The weight training, we pretty much stick in the gym, and we stick with our weight training program like I would myself. And if our stuff really goes with them, I might stretch them myself or have them do some type of yoga or Pilates. It's all kind of based on them and their attention span, based on their personality. Some people like ADD, especially these guys that work, you don't have to really train this, but
Right.
So, and there's also people that are just very chill and relaxed, and that's someone that you don't want to push and sort of have no personality with them. You know, some people you need to talk a little bit more, and some people just want to get their work done doing that. I tell people who, if such is an issue, I just tell them, if you train in person with me, it's based on whatever series of packages you get. It's about $100 an hour.
Okay.
If you train online, it's the same thing, but it's for a whole month of training.
Okay.
So for $99 a session, you can get a month of training online.
How long have you been a personal trainer?
Just about over 10 years now.
10 years, okay. So you've gotten to see a lot of people get fit. Do you bring in a lot of people who are not fit, who are like, help me get in shape? Or do people usually come in and they're already fitness-minded?
No, most clients are, hey, help me get in shape. Most people,
What would you describe as a sustainable fitness pattern?
I think a lot of people fall off that wagon because they kind of just go at it too hard, basically. So a sustainable fitness pattern is kind of work backwards. Get your goals, look what you want to do, and once you get a workout program, design it around your goals and around your schedule, basically. So you want to get a workout program that is going to fit for you. You don't want to try to do too much, especially in the beginning.
Okay.
People who tend to do that get burned out, and then they just fall apart. They get unmotivated, they get injured, they get tired, and they just don't want to go back. And if you add in something like a vacation where they don't do anything, then they're just going to fall apart when they come back. So let's say if you do go away on vacation, it's always good to just kind of walk. And I tell people when you go away, don't worry about doing your regular workout. Go and walk around and enjoy the new city. If you're a runner, get up early and go run around wherever you're staying in the new city. It's one of the best ways to see a new place. Just run early in the morning when no one's around. It'll clear your mind and it'll be great. If you're a walker, then just walk around the city, you know?
Right.
If you want, you can bring a little exercise band with you, but don't worry about missing a few days of training. It's probably good for your body to miss it. When you get back, and just get back into your routine. As long as your routine isn't too exhausted, and as long as you mix up your routine, maybe that's something good. If you mix up your routine to get rid of any type of boredom, that's probably a good thing, because boredom is one of the top reasons people fall out of their routine.
Okay.
So why don't we say you mix it up every 3 months, and when you're on a vacation, just give yourself a break by just walking or running around a new city, and give your body a break as well. And when you come back, get a new routine, and try that for a few months, and then again in another 3 months, try another routine. So let's go with boredom on the answer for that.
So what do you think is the top trap that people fall into when they start a fitness plan?
Yeah, that's another good question too. And then there's probably a couple of things. And the number one is just what we covered. It's just too much too soon. People just go out, they haven't worked out or done anything in forever or a long time, and they'll just try to go to the gym every day. They'll try to lift weights that are too heavy for them. And they'll try to run too far, too long. And they'll either get discouraged because they can't do what they thought they could or they weren't fit, or they'll get injured because the weights that they're lifting are too heavy. And the same thing, don't set such huge goals for yourself right away. Don't set, you need to lose 50 pounds. Don't tell yourself, hey, I got to lose 50 pounds. Just say, set a smaller goal. I got to lose 10 pounds, and I got to lose it in 2 months from now. And then in 2 months, reassess and go from there, basically.
Do you see that very often, where someone's been working out for a year or two and then they just fall off the wagon at that point?
It happens, yeah. It happens. And again, when you have a trainer, it's kind of hard to do that because you're paying for that appointment.
Right.
But it does happen, yeah. That does happen to people. Okay. And to get back into training, my advice is always just do a little bit. It sounds goofy, but I tell people this whenever I come across a situation. Just go work out for 10 minutes. You'll be so surprised if you do a quick weight workout for 10 minutes, especially if you've done nothing in a year, about the difference you'll feel. Your muscles will feel stronger, but mentally you'll feel great because you just worked out.
Right.
And even though it's 10 minutes, it's 100% more than what you were doing before. But I usually use that number for 10 minutes, and it kind of makes people think. You find yourself doing 10, 15, 20, next thing you know, you're working out an hour. And then that's what I'm trying to get across versus just like the other answer was, sort of just ease into it. But for this answer, definitely, just try 10 minutes and use a good key number.
If you were the boss of the world and you could make 98% of the population do 3 simple free things to improve their fitness, what would those 3 changes in their life be?
Those 3 things would be that are free is, number 1, you should walk for 30 minutes every day.
Okay.
That is going to lower your chances of heart disease. I don't know what percentage, but I do have it somewhere in my notes, but it will lower your chances of heart disease. do simple things in a park or somewhere at home. Push-ups and sit-ups are very, very basic strength and core training exercises. They will increase, they'll make your posture better. They will increase your stamina and your strength. And the last thing would be is, again, the third part of it is stretching. So I would stretch. I would maybe try to take a yoga class somewhere and do basically those three things. I said which we need to do because a third of us are obese now.
Think of someone that you would love to train, and it can actually be famous or not, but someone that you would just absolutely love to train. Who would that be and why?
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston. Okay, yeah, she is fit, but she'd probably be a good person to train because she gets it. If you could have any trainer to work with for, a week or 30 days or however long, who would that be?
That'd be Jennifer Aniston too.
Okay, there you go. Well, Franklin, is there anything else that you would like to just share before we go?
I tell everybody, you are the only person that is in control of your body, basically. You are the only person who is in control of your own body. Not your boss, not your kids, not your spouse, not your mom, not anybody. You're the only one that is going to make yourself work out, make yourself eat healthy, and change your body, basically. Your boss can tell you to go to work, your spouse can yell at you, your kids cannot listen to you. You don't have control over any of that stuff, really. But you do have control over your body and what you do to it and what you put it in. That's what I'm trying to say. No matter what is going on, one thing that you have control over is your body.
That was so inspiring and such a great way to end it. And thank you again so much.